physique. And if it's your first time, joining my channel and watching this video, I would urge you to subscribe and leave a like, share the video, share the link to the video, and then we can help more people out there understand their body types. So today I'm going to talk about ectomorphs, like I promised in my previous video. So let me just do a recap. Ectomorphs are natural skinny people, naturally skinny. They're born skinny. They find it hard to pack on, a substantial amount of mass, both fats and muscle. It's really hard for them to pack on a substantial amount of mass and size. So, like I said in my earlier video, how do you, if you're an ectomorph, how do you make that, work out to your own advantage? Basically, there's a saying that goes like, it's always 70% diet and then 30% workout. Well, roughly, that's the case, but the thing is, it's about the quality of the diet and the quality of the workout and the quality of the sleep or rest period that you have. So, ectomorphs, like I said earlier, are like cars that burn up a lot of fuel in order to get from point A to point B, unlike the other groups, the mesomorphs and the endomorphs. So, ectomorphs require a large amount of food, like high protein, high carbs. Carbs will help you give you energy, and then proteins will give you more muscle mass. Now, how do you know that this is the right amount of protein for me to consume and this is the right amount of carbohydrates for me to consume? First things first, you have to consider the figure of your weight in kilograms, as in that actual figure, the first figure that you get in the morning when you wake up. You take off your clothes, you hop onto that scale, and then the figure that pops is your actual weight in kilograms. So you multiply that figure. Let's say if you are weighing about 50 kgs, then you have to multiply 50 by 2.1. 2.1 by 50, or approximately 2 by 50, will give you roughly 100. So that 100 will be equivalent to amount of protein in grams that you have to take on a daily basis for you to see a substantial amount of mass in terms of muscle. I repeat, you multiply 2 by the figure that you obtain on the scale when you hop onto it. So if you're weighing 50, then that means you should be taking about 100 grams of protein. But since you are an ectomorph and your body burns up fuel faster than the other, body types, then you have to take in more than the figure that you obtain after multiplying it by 2. So if, let's say you weigh if you weigh 50 kilograms, then you have to consume about 100 grams plus of protein on a daily basis. So that even if your body burns up, most of the protein that you take in, it will still assimilate the remainder of the protein that you're consuming daily. So if you take about 100, that means if you come up with 100, that means you have to take 100 plus, maybe 110, 120 and above. That should be your target every day. For the carbohydrates, you have to consume about 4 times the figure that you obtain on your scale. So if you weigh about 50, that means 4 times 50. That's about 200 grams of carbohydrates every day. Since you are an ectomorph, that means you have to consume 200 plus. Carbohydrates will give you energy, of course. They'll be stored up as glycogen, and then glycogen will be stored in your muscles. Glycogen being in the muscles will tend to pull in water, and thereby you become, bulky. So where will that water come from? That brings me back to that topic. You have to consume in a lot of water too. A gallon a day is the minimum you can go. Consuming as much water as you can, because going to the gym, lifting weights, doing cardio, doing all those sorts of exercises will put you under depletion of water. You will lose a lot of water in terms of sweat, breathing, evaporation and all that. You lose a substantial amount of water, so you have to consume in a lot of water. A gallon a day is okay. Then when it comes to sleep, 6 to 7 hours a day is enough. Don't go for less than 4 hours. No matter how busy your schedule is, don't go less than 5 hours. 6 to 7 hours or plus
is okay, because during that period your body will begin to assimilate all the foods that you were putting in throughout the day, to begin to repair the muscles that you are training during the day, meaning new muscle will be formed and then you recover. That means you'll be prepared and geared for another workout. So that's how an ectomorph should work out. That's the only way you can pack on a substantial amount of mass. Roughly, what sort of foods can you consume that can give you, that amount of protein? Well, protein is in different types. So if you're trying to pack on mass, I would, advise people or ectomorphs to consume things that are able to digest quickly, so that they leave room for more consumption of protein. If you go for stuff that has got high protein and high fiber, you find that it will take long to digest, and thereby it will not leave room for you to consume more protein. Go for things that are soluble, like protein shakes like mass gainers. Try to go for mass gainers that have got at least 50 grams of protein per serving in them. Avoid whey protein at first, because whey protein will give you lean muscle mass. It won't give you that bulk, it will give you lean muscle mass. And then whey protein has got like 26 grams per serving, so that's way below somebody who's trying to bulk up. As an ectomorph, you need to pack on serious mass, so obviously anything that has got 50 grams of protein per serving is okay. If it's got over 1,000 of calories, it's also okay. So obviously if it's got over 1,000 calories, that means the carbohydrates are also high. When it comes to foods other than the supplements, you can also incorporate stuff like soy, like soya beans, dried up soya beans. You can ground it up and then mix it up with some other protein sources like groundnuts. But then you can make paste like porridge and then consume it every after probably 2 hours, because that will digest easily and hence leave room for more consumption. Eat anything that is soluble and easily digestible. For carbohydrates, obviously the things that you're taking in that have got proteins are also have carbohydrates, so you can keep count of the carbohydrates that you're taking in. If you reach the threshold of your weight, let's say if you should consume about 200 grams of carbohydrates a day. If you reach that, eat more, because your body obviously burns up more. You eat more. Since you're an ectomorph, you eat more than the minimum that I talked about, than the figure that you obtain after multiplying your weight by 4. So you eat more. For ectomorphs, it's really easy to pack on muscle, provided you just stick to what you're doing, stick to the right things, and you're good to go. So before I sign out, I just want to say thank you to all the subscribers and all the people who have been watching my videos and sharing the links and liking the videos. I'd really love your feedback concerning my videos. You can drop your comments and what you feel like. You can post them below. I'll be able to reply to them as soon as I can. Yes, and if you wanna support the channel, make it grow, you can purchase my t-shirts, Panga Body t-shirts, like the logo that appears just at the beginning and the ending of this video. The Panga Body t-shirts, caps and hoodies, they're in stock, and then you can just support us by purchasing some. Thank you once again for the support, love and kindness. Peace. See you in my next video.